is our big tank, and it's sort of the fish tank that started fish keeping for us.
Or the larger version of it, since we actually started with a smaller tank.
Yes, we did. And we had to level up that tank pretty quick when we realized that one of the fish that we're going to be talking about today, our gold Gourami Eldrick, was going to be too big for the 20-gallon right away.
Yes, yes.
So we got into fish keeping. I was like, it'd be great to get a fish tank. I was like, yeah, we probably should have got a 40-gallon for this guy. So we did that.
Yeah, because at the time he was pretty small, but then we looked up how big he was going to get, and we kept kind of holding our hand up to the tank and being like, I don't know, that's big.
And if you do any sort of common fish rules, like an inch of fish per gallon of tank sort of thing, like it's not really adding up. Yeah, we leveled up, and then we were like, well, we got this big 40-gallon beautiful tank. It's got all the plants are growing now. We got a ton of bottom feeder type guys in there, Corys and stuff, which we'll talk about later. But we were like, oh, we could put another statement fish in there.
Yeah, we thought we had the space, and I know gold gouramis are known for being aggressive to like tank mates of the same size, but I don't know, it seems like he'll be fine with the honey gourami because it's smaller, and the honey gouramis are often described as like one of the most peaceful tank fish you can get. So we thought with like the plant cover that it would be okay. And Eldrick was very interested in Fogel from the beginning. Like I remember when we were like transferring him into the water, he was like poking at the bag with his little ventral fin. We were like, I hope he's excited to be friends with him. Because we hadn't really seen him be aggressive to the smaller fish in the tank.
Hi, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God.
There were a lot of moments where like Fogel was super friendly and Eldrick was really interested, and it kind of seemed like maybe they were gonna be friends. Maybe it was playful chasing, and then it stopped being playful chasing.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty clear because Fogel, he came to the tank pretty bright yellow.
Yeah.
And then he turned more and more shades of kind of white, gray, as he was getting chased and clearly stressed.
And this was only like 2 weeks, actually.
And we were like, oh, immediately we got to get him out of there.
Yeah.
Figure something out.
Yeah, he was bright iridescent, like yellow-orange. He got to be a really dull, kind of beigey color, and there were nips taken out of his tail because Eldrick had been following him. Also, just watching the chasing, like, that fish can move fast.
Yeah.
And you could tell that it was aggressive, and poor little Fogel, he would hide, but he's just a social guy.
Yeah, he like wanted to see what was up, and then Eldrick would be like, nope.
Yeah.
Because he's just like a big missile.
Yeah, he is. So you got a tank ready for Fogel when we realized.
Yeah, guess what? We had a 20-gallon tank. So I took that other 20-gallon. We ended up starting a second tank in the back. The freak tank, which you've already seen.
Yes, in our Cory video.
Rearranged that a number of times, still working on it, but Fogel is back there.
Yeah, and what was crazy was we were like, okay, so according to the internet, like when he's not as stressed, hopefully like his colors will start to change back, because you know, it happened over a period of 2 weeks slowly, and I don't think we realized how bad it had gotten. And then we move him into the freak tank, and literally like an hour.
And you went to work, and I was like, you're not gonna believe it. I'm sending you photos. He's yellow again.
Yeah, he completely changed back to his like original brilliant orange yellow iridescent color, and it's only gotten better over time, but like he changed colors pretty quickly as soon as he wasn't being chased around.
Yep.
And it was the cutest thing in the world, because I would like get out of bed in the morning and like go into the dining room, and he would just be zooming around there by himself. It was so cute.
And then, you know, we've moved in a cast of characters around him, and he's great. Yeah, so a little bit more about Eldrick, the gold Gourami. He is a big guy.
He
is. This fish could get like 6 inches, maybe even a little bit more, depending, like he's well fed in here, as you can see. And the deal with gold gouramis is they bloat pretty easily. You can see he's a little bloaty. He's been varying stages of that and not that throughout us having him. And it's really a matter of trying to find the right diet for him and the other fish in a community tank.
Yeah.
He does eat plant food and protein, so it's just a matter of finding like that balance. I think it's like maybe more plant heavy in his natural environment, so that's where he's maybe bloating when he gets too much protein.
He probably also has to like search for food, obviously, more than, you know, having it given to him.
Yeah.
The hard part of it is all the other fish require to have some protein, and Eldrick is just the boss of the tank. So
Yeah.
you put any flakes or bloodworms in there and
He starts gobbling.
there's like no way, even if you wait until he's on the other side of the tank to give people a head start, like it does not work. If there's something to be eaten, he will find it. I remember you put a cichlid pellet in here and he immediately tried to swallow
The whole
thing.
Yeah, so that's kind of our battle, but we love him trying to find the right balance for his bloat.
He has so much personality. He is a social fish. Like, we call him our little river puppy.
Yeah.
Because if you walk into this room, even if you are like not close to the tank, he will realize and he will come over to the corner because he wants to say hi. If I blow on the top of the tank, like he likes to like play,
Oh, he
sort
loves
of.
that. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell if he just hates it and he thinks he's getting fed, but he does keep coming back to the top because we have like spangle on the top of the water.
Yeah.
And so we'll kind of blow on it and he'll come up to the top and then kind of dart away.
It feels a little bit like a hide and seek sort of like situation. My favorite part of him is he has these little ventral fins, these two little tiny arms that come out of his like, not really a sternum, but sternum
Yeah.
area. And I looked this up and, you know, it's an evolutionary thing. They
Yeah.
used to be bigger, they used to have more of a function. Now, because gouramis are often in water that is darker or murkier or has, like our spangle, like some shade cover on top, they use it to sort of like dig around and feel around.
Feel and sense.
They also have like taste receptors in them as well, so they can be like, is this food?
Which is mainly what he does.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he does. But he does use those to kind of explore the world. When we first got him, he gave us little like high fives through the tank. We would like put our finger up to the tank and he would like
"Bap."
whap it with his little ventral fin. I just think they're so cute.
So Eldrick is a gold gourami, and you can see he's got this like tiger pattern sort of thing. He's one of the more sort of like natural looking gouramis. When I was at the fish store, they were like, yeah, he'll look really cool, you know, in sort of a natural river environment, and he does. But other gouramis are typically maybe a little smaller that you might have, like the dwarf gouramis and stuff, and usually a little brighter, like bright blue and bright white.
Yeah, like brighter colors and, you know, a little bit more iridescent. But I love his patterns. I think he's like so beautiful. His bright orange eyes contrasted with like more of like the browns and yellows, I think is just like so pretty.
And now that we got Fogel and any other like bigger fish out of here that looks like him, he's totally cool with all the tetras and the yo-yo loach and all the cories.
Yeah, he was stressed out by Fogel being in the tank too, because he was stressed out by the chasing. You could tell he was the aggressor, but
But he like had to do it based on his instinct.
Exactly.
The surfy tetras are the other ones in here who will give him a little bit of bullying, but they bully everybody.
They do,
They'll nip
including
at his
each other.
Yeah, they'll nip at his tail though, and they'll kind of, you know, put him in his place.
Yeah, they're aggro, but they're small, so it's almost like funny.
The other thing about gouramis is they breathe. They have a lung.
Yeah.
So, you know, in case they are in murky water, like Andy mentioned, in the wild, they can like breathe actual air instead of sucking in the water through their gills.
This is what's called a labyrinth fish, so they have gills in addition to this lung organ. And he just does it like seemingly out of habit or for fun.
And usually
or...
when he's eating.
Yes.
As you can, you know, probably relate. Like, if you're wolfing down a cheeseburger, you gotta come up for air.
Yeah,
know?
That's definitely what it is. Like he takes a bunch of chomps of broccoli and then like heads to the top to like burp.
Yeah, which is pretty funny. Yeah, so now let's go over to the freak tank and we'll see Fogel.
Oh, my Fogel bean.
Yeah. Okay, we're back at the freak tank again.
Welcome back.
We did a little rearranging since last time, really featuring the sword plant now.
It is the main centerpiece.
And the other centerpiece is our beautiful Gourami Fogel.
Yeah, our sweet buddy.
He is so social and friendly, and I think as new fish keeping people, we would immediately recommend
Yes.
people get a Honey Gourami.
They have so much personality. They're so friendly. He gets along with all the other fish in the tank, and he is so curious about all of them. He uses his little ventral fins to like poke around.
Anything you put in the tank, he's immediately curious about. Like I put a GoPro in there, and he was like, the whole video, he was just yeah, what is this? What is
What
this?
is this? What is this? I know. He likes to know what's happening. He also is so social and so friendly and so like adaptable. Like he'll school up with other types of fish in the tank. Like when the cories like sit together, he uses his ventral fins as like little kickstands, and he sort of like hovers his his bottom fin on the gravel, and he will like sit and hang out with his cory friends.
Now we're gonna do our favorite thing, Fingey Time.
If it sounds weird, it's because it is kind of. So Fingey Time is something we do with Fogel, who we also call Fogelbug, Fogelbean, Fogel T. Bugman, Esquire, Attorney at Law.
Yes.
We have lots of names for him. And he loves our fingers.
So now we'll show you what we mean.
Hi, Boober. Yeah. Hi, Bubba. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, his little ventral fins feel like little whiskers. And then it's just like a bop, bop, bop with the mouth.
Yeah.
Cutie. Hi, cutie. I do think he's like trying to eat skin because he tends to like the like cuticle area.
Oh yeah, he does.
Oh. And this is where we're always like, Fogel, you're too friendly. You would die immediately in the wild because I could just snatch you up right
Little hand cage.
Yeah. Oh, he loves a hand cage.